Just ask one final question. In this accommodating quality, would Edward Said say it becomes the prisoner of the Orientalism, or do you see it as always, in some sense, pushing back, whether even in Burton or even in Disney, or is it inevitably still the kind of captive East of the imperial Western gaze?
I would have to incline to the latter primarily. I think it has not in some way been returned to its original place. I think that the 1001 Nights is in many ways a product of the West. We wouldn't know this work in the way we do had it not been for Galland and that brilliant translation in the 18th century. I think it wouldn't have become that kind of foundational text. People who know very little about Arabic literature usually know about the 1001 Nights. It's a captive of translation in some way. It's still a text that is really not respected in the Arab world because it is not of high literary value. The language of this text is not refined, it's not classical, the poetry is not great in terms of, poetic form. So it really doesn't have that kind of literary value in the Arab world.
And it's interesting, I think, Burton, he uses it not to challenge the British, say, presence, but to push against Victorian sexuality very clearly. It's mobilized against what he wants to attack in British culture and European culture.
Yes, I think that's right.
And probably even in the 20th century cases, that's also true. So it's very interesting. It's the most worldly of Western texts, or the most Western of worldly texts.
Yeah, right.
And yet always shaking up the system it appears in.
But maybe this is why it is such a great work of world literature. Maybe that's exactly why it can have that status, because it really can travel the globe that way.
Well, thank you so much for this
been
very
my pleasure.
illuminating discussion.
Thank you very much.